Splashdown confirmed.
What if I told you that one single mission around the moon may have decided whether we return to the lunar surface in this decade or not? Because that's exactly what was at stake with Artemis II. This mission didn't land on the moon, but if it had failed, everything that comes next could have collapsed. And now that it's behind us, we finally know what the road back to the moon really looks like. Let's rewind. On April 1st, 2026, 4 astronauts climbed aboard the most powerful rocket NASA has ever built. The Space Launch System lit up the sky, and for the first time in over 50 years, humans left Earth orbit and headed toward deep space. Inside the Orion spacecraft, everything had to work perfectly. Life support, navigation, communications, and most importantly, the ability to bring humans safely home from the moon. After a few days in space, the crew reached lunar distance. They didn't land. Instead, they performed a precise flyby, looping around the moon and letting gravity pull them back toward Earth. It sounds simple, it isn't. This trajectory had to prove that NASA can guide astronauts hundreds of thousands of kilometers away and bring them back with absolute precision. Because going to the moon is one thing, coming back alive is everything. And then came the hardest part of the entire mission, re-entry. The capsule slammed into Earth's atmosphere at nearly 40,000 kilometers per hour. Temperatures outside reached thousands of degrees. This is where missions fail. This is where history has gone wrong before. The heat shield had to hold. The parachutes had to deploy. No second chances. And then silence turned into relief. Parachutes opened and Orion touched down safely in the ocean. Mission success. But here's the part most people don't think about. What if that hadn't happened? What if something had gone wrong? An explosion at launch, a failure during the flyby, a heat shield issue on re-entry, or parachutes that didn't deploy. NASA has not published an official number for this scenario, but history gives us a clear pattern. After the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster, human spaceflight paused for almost 3 years. After the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, it was nearly the same. And even without the disaster, Artemis itself was already delayed by almost 2 years just to understand heat shield behavior after Artemis I. So the reality is this. If Artemis II had failed, a delay of 3 to 5 years would not have been surprising. That means no moon landing in the 2030s. Everything shifts, momentum is lost, confidence drops, budgets get questioned, and that's why Artemis II matters so much. It wasn't about touching the moon, it was about proving that we are ready to try. And if you want to go deeper into missions like Artemis, into SpaceX, into the future of space exploration and what it means for business, innovation and mindset, you can book me as a keynote speaker. Because this story is much bigger than rockets. It's about how we think about the future. And now we move forward. Here's where things get really interesting. Artemis III is no longer the first moon landing. Instead, it has become something just as critical. A full system test in Earth orbit. Before risking a lunar landing, NASA wants to test everything together. Orion, the lunar lander, docking procedures, life support systems, all in one integrated mission. Because the next step is real, and that next step is Artemis IV. This is now the mission aiming to land humans on the moon again, for the first time since 1972. The target, early 2028, if everything goes right. Astronauts will launch aboard Orion, travel to lunar orbit, transfer into a lander and descend to the surface. Right now, 2 companies are racing to make that possible: SpaceX and Blue Origin. NASA will ultimately go with the system that is ready. But as of now, Starship still looks like the leading candidate of that first landing attempt. This is no longer just a NASA program. This is the new space economy in action. Multiple companies, massive competition, and real progress happening in parallel. And that brings us to what's happening right now. SpaceX is pushing hard with Starship and the Super Heavy booster. They are testing reusability, rapid iteration, launch cadence, and all the technologies needed to deliver a lunar lander before anyone else. And honestly, the next few weeks and months are going to be incredibly exciting to watch. Because this race is real, and for the first time in decades, it feels like everything is moving again. Artemis is moving, commercial space is moving, the vision is alive. Artemis and the new space economy are alive. See you in the next video. Ciao.